back in ATV, yeah, this game, ATV Offroad Fury 4. Even there, I struggled to get through that. Jesus Christ. We have Rallycross and Circuit left for the heavy license. I'm just gonna jump right into it because there's no reason, there's no reason to sit here and explain what I'm doing. Yeah, I'm just doing buggy, right? Yeah, because trucks are boring, right? I'm remembering my own logic for what I'm choosing. But yeah, I'm just gonna jump right in. If you don't know what's going on, why are you jumping in episode 3? I'm doing these 2 tournaments, and then we should move on with the story. And then next episode, we're gonna actually be on the pro circuit. The amateur circuit just takes a while. I also was instinctively hitting right trigger again, of course. Realized it before the start of the race this time. Also, these races should not be as boring because unlike the national, you're not going to have ones that take 2 minutes per lap at 5 laps. Jesus Christ. I hate the national races. The national are the worst. The point-to-point, like, at least because it's not... Like, the point-to-points take a while, but at least because it's not laps, it's a lot more exciting. It's just... Well, it's point-to-point. You're not constantly just doing the same race over and over again. Also, because you start in, like, the back on the point-to-points for whatever reason, so you're trying to catch up to first place, it makes it a lot more exciting. Oh, that's still... oh, wait, 51 seconds. That's only 5 minutes. It's fine. These races, this should go quick, but, like, honestly, this race is kind of boring. There's nothing to talk about, so, I feel like a lot of the races are gonna go like that, so don't be surprised if I do 1 lap. The whole, like, I'll do 1 lap so you guys can see it, and then I just cut out the rest. I think my goal is to get this to be, like, a 20-minute video, although I'm still talking in lap 2. That's my problem. Every time I'm like, yeah, I'm just gonna stay silent and cut all this out, and then I just keep talking. So now that I've done 2 laps, I'm gonna shut up and just do this unless something interesting happens, which it's not going to. Oh, I tried to cut the corner too sharp. Kinda ended up in a tree. Are we good? Are we good? How do I look back? What's the look back button? Triangle? No. Seriously, what's the look back? I don't remember how to look back. Ah! Left bumper and right bumper. Got it. Yeah, they're pretty close. So let's not run into any more trees. Oh, never mind. I'm already pulling away. We're already 2 seconds behind. We're good. Again, the amateur races, the amateur race is what makes it boring. The pro races, there's actually some challenge, but the amateur race is like, Jesus Christ, there's just no challenge whatsoever. I also want to, so the sponsors, sometimes you get sponsor challenges, which are usually like either races or sometimes like head-to-head races, and then you get stuff if you beat those challenges. I want those as well, but I don't think you get those until like well into the pro, or not well into the pro, but like once you're in the pro. I don't think I've ever gotten one in amateur. Also, how do they take off so quick? Is it just they have better vehicles? Because I'm still technically using the starting vehicle. It's like slightly upgraded, but that may be a problem. I actually remember this race. And that's about all the insight I got into it. I remember this race existing. The thing, it's one of those, I mean, the amateur is definitely boring. This game is not bad to play. It's just, it doesn't, especially in the amateur, it doesn't translate well. I think what I'm going to do with the series, because like the amateur has been boring, if the pro ends up being just as boring, I think I'm just gonna like stop the series or like just rush through it and just have one episode where it's like, hey, here's me getting to all the cutscenes, or just like, here's a highlight video. But I think once, I'm crossing my fingers and hoping once we hit the pro and start getting story progression, start getting cutscenes, it's gonna be a lot more fun and a lot more worthwhile. Also, just because the pro races, I'm not gonna have where I'm not even 2 laps done with the race and I'm 5 seconds ahead. I'm gonna have a lot where they're right on my ass the entire time. So it'll actually be like interesting. All right. I mean, when I said I want it to be interesting, I didn't mean I want it to be interesting because I'm fucking up. I want it to be interesting just because, like, they're better. Sweet. Oh, and I got best stunt score. Nice. I mean, that means nothing. Diego and Rudder are now my rivals because they were second and third. I mentioned it last episode. This is kind of my fault. Because I only needed to do 1 light tournament and 1 heavy tournament, but I want the money so I can buy the upgrades. I want the money because then I can just fully upgrade my pro vehicles and just be good. Although I'm spending, again, I'm still not entirely sure how the upgrades work. I've been spending my money on the amateur vehicles. I don't think those parts carry over. I can't remember. I think the parts are different. I think it's like the parts are shared between all amateur vehicles and all pro vehicles, but I will find out by the end of this episode because I'm getting to the pro circuit. I am guaranteeing story progression. I really hope there's a cutscene between the amateur and the pro because it would make this worth it. If I have to wait until next episode for actual story progression, I'm gonna be upset. But all right, we're good. Yeah. Again, there's nothing really to say. I'm just dry. The thing is, like, at least the light. There were plenty of times I would like here. I ran into a tree once. But, like, it's really not even exciting because of my own screw-ups half the time. It's just driving around a track. None of them posing any challenge. Look, my rivals are not even second and third. Like, there's no challenge. There's no challenge. They're making it so easy for me. These races are like at the end of Midnight Club 2 where I just put it on how hard can it be 1. I mean, there I was completely fine with it because I was just trying to get through the game, but where it was just like, I was so goddamn far ahead, and it's just, like, so incredibly boring. It's incredibly easy, but also incredibly boring, and that's just what I feel right now. I feel like I put in a cheat code to make them just super... It's like when I was a kid, there's one game I have, I was gonna say had, but I probably still have the PS1 game. It was like Moto Racer 2, where you rode motorcycles and you just went through a bunch of different tournaments, and there was a cheat. It was either like a normal cheat code or it was a Game Shark code, but you could basically make, like, lower the difficulty of the opponents to the point where they were just like stupid easy. And I would do it as a kid because I just sucked at video games. I mean, I still suck at video games, but like I was stupid kid level where it's like I don't understand basic driving, so I don't know what to do. So I would just set it to stupid easy mode because then it's like, ah, yeah, look how much I'm winning. I am beating them by a mile. That's what it kind of feels like now. Like, it's just, there's no challenge. Like, again, because I'm in the truck, I can't fly off the bike. I can't, like, do stupid tricks and then accidentally crash. Like, I'm not even an obstacle in these races. I'm not even a challenge to myself. I can't wait to get to the pro. Again, I am going to be incredibly disappointed if pro is just as boring. Because, one, that means this series is a wash. Like, once we would have episode 4 where I realize pro's boring, and then I'd just be like, nah, doesn't matter. No reason to continue. But also, that would be the second racing game in a row that'd be destroyed by, like, the nostalgia being destroyed, because Midnight Club 2, I was like, oh yeah, this game's great, I love this game, and then I hate it now. I never want to play Midnight Club 2 again. In this game, it's like, yeah, I really like this game. This game I remember having a lot of fun with, and then the amateur is just like, all right, this is where's the fun? So I'm really hoping it picks up, or else that's 2 games in a row. Unlike Midnight Club 2, though, I am not. I want to find out the story of this game, but I'm also not super committed. Like, if it ends up being just incredibly boring, I am fully willing to just move on to something else. I would move on to my second choice game, because there was basically 2 games I wanted to, I was thinking about doing. It was basically this and another, get out of the way, dude. This and another, like, another racing game that I was trying to decide between, when I was trying to figure out what racing game I would do, and I chose this one. But that does mean if this doesn't pick up, I do have a backup. Unfortunately, the backup comes 4 episodes in, but yeah, it'd be fine. Like, I am fully willing to just, okay, they're actually providing a challenge. I think it's mostly because Rudder just is my rival and is now in red, and I think that means he's more aggressive, so he keeps bumping into me. Is that, I'm still not entirely sure what the rival thing means. I think that's what it means. Like, they're not necessarily better. Like, they're still getting, like, close to second and third usually, but that's because it seems like the game for the races just decides someone, like, it just decides how good it wants the people to be and just, like, randomly assigns them based on their name. Unless Dirk's in the race, then he's usually good. Except in the freestyle. He sucked in the freestyle, but I don't think it, like, makes them better and makes them, like, better racers, but I think it just makes them potentially more aggressive. But I'm not sure about that. That's just, like, the only observation I've made. Oh, I need to have my hand on the controller. All right, Rudder's actually providing a little bit of a challenge. I mean, it took him until the 4th race, so now even if he passes me and wins, like, it doesn't really matter. I still won the tournament. I'm what, like, I don't even know if he's second, but it's like 8 point. Also his rival meter reset, I think, because we haven't been bumping. But like, I'm 8 points ahead of second, so even if second place wins, I can get like 5th or 6th. I don't remember how the points breakdown works, but like, I can get pretty low and still win the tournament. So you know what, Rudder, you just keep doing your best. I'm rooting for you. I mean, I'm still gonna try to win, but like, hey, you need this win, this confidence boost way more than I do. I won, I think. Okay, I almost screwed that up, but yeah, I won. All right, that was actually not as bad. I still probably cut most of it out because he was challenging, but not really. Like, there was a couple times where he like almost passed me, but hey, it was still pretty easy victory. But like, hey, that was something. And what the fuck happened to Dickin? He was just like 20 seconds behind 7th. Got 0 points. That's not a surprise based on that performance. Hey, I think I won. Stylish driving, championship gold, sponsor rewards, and I got unlocks. Oh, I unlocked the things. I didn't get any new sponsors. All right, circuit. to be fair, is my favorite, like, tournament type in this game. So hopefully it's not boring, but I'm also still in the amateur circuit, so it's absolutely gonna be boring. I just like the races. I feel like these races are a lot shorter too. Like, yeah, you can kind of see it's just like a figure eight, like a fancy figure eight, but or like an ampersand. But yeah, these are, I feel like, generally a lot more fun just because they're quicker, and there's a lot tighter turns, which usually I screw up, and then inevitably they're right behind me, so there's a little more excitement. Oh yeah, this is a really quick one. I might not even need to cut this race out. That was a 30-second lap. That's nothing. I mean, I am already, for a 30-second lap, already 4 seconds ahead. Oh my god, they are trash. I mean, at least the game has catch-up. I mean, I guess it's not really a good thing for me, but like, it has some level of catch-up, because it's like, even when I get 4 seconds, no, never mind, maybe not. No, yeah, okay. I was gonna say, usually I get like 4 seconds ahead and then stay 4 seconds ahead. It's like it triggers to all the people like, hey, be better, because he's pulling away, but then I almost ended up 8 seconds ahead at one point, so, maybe there's not catch-up. I can't tell. But, yeah, okay, circuit is definitely my favorite. If for no other reason than the fact that this is gonna be just a really fucking quick race. I don't know if all of them are gonna be like this. I think there's some in the pro that are really different and not as quick. I'm about to lap someone. So Borstel's not gonna be my rival. To say the least. He's, We do have some, we have Fordyce. I don't, maybe you've seen Richie before. I don't know if any of them other ones sound familiar. I just remember Fordyce was my rival at one point, and that's the only reason I remember him. But yeah, I didn't have to cut any of that out. That was a whole 2-minute race. Nice. Let's just have let's do all of them like that. I'm fine if the other 3 races are like that. Just have one tournament, like 10 minutes. Okay, this one's a longer race. Alright. They're not all gonna be just simple figure eights. Unfortunate, but there's no way they were gonna have that just be the entire tournament. But it's still, like, it's short enough. I like the, oh my god, you son of a bitch. Alright, I see. Was that Borstel? Who was that? I think that was Tom. I thought, I was concerned it might have been Borstel. He might have heard my trash talk when I lapped him, and he was like, no, fuck you, you're the one that's gonna be lapped this time. But I just passed him, so it doesn't matter. Alright, they're making it interesting. They're adding a little bit of challenge. I see. Get out of the way, Clark. I do need to catch up to at least Harrison, because I fucked up. Oh, I'm still on. Okay. I did cut the corner, but it was like, you're good enough. I thought I screwed up. I thought that this race was, I mean, I'm only on lap 2, but I thought this race was gonna be a wash. But it is amateurs. Even if I screw up multiple times, I can catch up. I'm only 2 seconds behind after getting pushed off the track immediately and ending up in last place. So I think I'm good. I still want to win just because it's only the second race, and I want to have that lead before I get my rivals assigned. And there we go. Now, let's just not fly off the track again, not try to cut corners. 1 minute lap. Okay, about 48 seconds. So, yeah, the races are still quick. Like, it's not a, I'm not gonna cut this out kind of race. I'm absolutely gonna cut out the rest of it, but it's at least quick. So we should be able to get through this without it being incredibly boring. I love this. I love the sound effects because because I don't have the music on. I hear, so it's not just the truck. Every once in a while, I hear just one whistle from the crowd. Like there's no crowd noise. Like I feel like unless the truck's just drowning it out or the buggy, it seems like there's no cheering or anything. It's just every once in a while I hear a piercing like whistle, but it's one person whistling in the crowd, and it's just very. It's just way. It's super noticeable, and it's. I don't. Why? Hell yeah. Manu and Fordyce, am I right? Fordyce, wow. I don't think I have to worry about him. Sweet, another decal, exactly what I wanted. Oh, did that say continue to next? For some reason it registered in my mind as continue to exit, and I'm like, wait, why am I exiting? Fire Arena? I gotta listen right at the beginning. Do I hear an audience, or is it just that one whistle? Okay, there is an audience sound. Oh yeah, my truck just completely drowns it out. I think that's what's happening. It just, all you hear, oh well, I fucked that up. Just all you hear with the trucks going is just the whistle pierces through every once in a while, and it's really like, without the music and when I'm just listening to the sound of the cars and all I hear is a whistle every once in a while, it's very, it just stands out way more than it should. Also, I really fucked up right at the beginning. And it's all my fault. I was not getting pushed off this time. It was completely my Fordyce, just, why are you my rival? Why are you my rival? You're in 6th. You're gonna be in 7th once I pass you. Like, how did you get... Did you just... I think he just became my rival because everyone else sucked. Also, this one's a really short race. I screwed up that many times and still ended up with a less than a minute lap time. Alright. So this one's not gonna be too bad either. Dude, the circuit has raised my spirits. The circuit races are actually pretty good just because they're not... They don't overstay their welcome. The problem with the rest of the races, like the circuit, it makes sense for it to be 5 laps. The rest of the races, there is no reason for them to be 5 laps. The National especially, the National should have been cut down to 3 laps. But even the, like, Rallycross and stuff, like, you could cut those down to 3 laps and still be good. I mean, most of them were not super long. They were like minute lap times, so it's not like a ridiculously long race, but it's still just... It overstays its welcome, and I would be really glad if... So honestly, the best... if I didn't care about, like, if I wasn't a completionist and didn't want to do all of the tournaments, the 2 tournaments I would probably do to get through this game the quickest... Fuck, I don't know if I can. I was gonna say... I could do this circuit and the freestyle, but I think if I start them in the pro, I have to do them on every tournament leg. Because what I was thinking when I said about, like, I'll just, like, go through it quick and just get all the cutscenes and just do, like, a supercut of just highlights, if there are any, and just here's all the story. What I could do, potentially, I still have to do the point-to-point races, but I don't know if I can abandon tournaments in the middle of the pro circuit, because if so, if I go through Australia, I think is the first one, and I realize, wow, this is still incredibly boring, I could go through and just do the circuit races and the freestyle, because those will be the quickest. Because the freestyle, I just need to, you know, get points and... then wait out the timer. Like, it's not that bad. Because then I basically just have two events and the point-to-point for each location. I could probably then just brush through like 2 locations per video. That, again, this is only if the game ends up being boring even in the pro circuit. Like, if it's still exciting, or if it gets exciting, I should say, not still exciting, then I'll just do it normally. Man, I just, like, stopped getting sponsors. Did I, like, earn all of the amateur sponsors, and it's like, all right, you're good. You're not getting any more. You need to be a pro now. Is that what happened? Because, I really just want to get through. I also still love the emulator issue of, like, some of the things being highlighted. So all the people are sort of highlighted, like, have a white outline. But then that one digger, I didn't see, like, that one machine was just, I don't, where is it? I thought we would past it. There was like that one thing in the, oh, some of the cars in the center are like the trucks and stuff are also highlighted. It's just, I don't know what caused it. I mean, it's not harmful. And it's also not like, Midnight Club 2. Yeah, it's not like Midnight Club 2 where like the black, like, box would just cover half the screen. Or, I was playing, it was one of the Ratchet and Clank ones. I was playing just on my own. And one of the levels, because it needed like a specific setting in the, like, it didn't work without hardware rendering or with a certain sender setting turned on, the level just didn't render any of the textures, so you couldn't get through the level. Like, when I say didn't render any of the textures, I mean, like, it didn't render any of the I don't even think it rendered any of the models. Like, you just were in a void, like a blue void, and it had to, like, turn on one of the settings. So luckily this game's not like that. Luckily this game, the only emulator issue I have is a little bit of lag every once in a while and like a white outline on the trucks. I can deal with that. Wow, Fordyce, we got, you're having issues there, bud. That was, like, Manu at least was like putting up a fight, but you didn't even break 20. That's, whew. Oh, prototype gearbox. Again, I don't know if I keep that prototype gearbox because I don't know if that carries over to the pro vehicles. I would assume it does because it's a sponsor reward. It'd be kind of weird if it's like, here's a prototype gearbox that you're not going to be able to use because you're done with the amateur circuit. But hell yeah, we can just continue story now. Let's really hope that there's a cutscene. I have a feeling there's not going to be. But I'm crossing my fingers. You've proven yourself as an amateur. The Pro World Championships can now be entered. Would you like to continue story now? Yes. Welcome to the, okay. I don't think there was a cutscene. Welcome to the Australian rounds of the Pro World Championships. You'll now compete in Team Fury vehicles only. Complete 3 events to continue story and unlock this continent's point to point. Okay, so I need to do 3 events. Again, I don't know if I do all 6, if once we get to Africa, which I think is the second one, whether I can just decide to, like, cancel the other 3, because I would probably do the, what is it, the Supercross, the circuit, and then the freestyle. But, oh, it's Asia. Australia, Asia, Africa, Europe, and then South America. Now the question is, do I end it here? Or do I try one of them just to see how interesting it is? See what we're going to be dealing with for the next episode. All subsequent championships rounds will use the vehicle type. Okay, that's fine. I don't know if I'm locked in. I still don't know if I'm locked in. That one has better cornering. Why do I need handling? I need the power. Oh, good. I do keep my tires, so that probably means I keep all the other upgrades. Although I think I didn't have anything above tier 1. Oh, no, I do. I keep all the upgrades. That's great. Because I did not want to have to buy all these again. All right, let's get through this one. Big red arena. It's fine. It's been a while since I've driven the ATVs as well. So, well, been a while since I've done in a race, because I did the, oh, we got this thing. Ready, set, go. I actually timed that not terribly. I wanted to go a little earlier, but, you know, it's fine. Oh, get away from me. Okay, who do we got? We got Taz, Yoshi, seen them, Knight, Riley, and Walker. I don't remember Maton or Callan. But we're seeing some of the same names. Apparently they also got upgraded from amateur to pro, despite the fact that I beat all of them handily in multiple tournaments. It's good. I mean, to be fair, I didn't race against them in some of the tournaments. Maybe they had like different brackets and they won tournaments that they weren't competing against me in. Also, I don't want to jinx it, but I'm already 2.5 seconds ahead. Oh, maybe they're gonna still be trash. Oh boy. I am fucking up the jumps too, and I'm 3 seconds ahead. Oh yeah, it's not what I wanted to do. So is it gonna be? It's gonna be the same. Like, I'm still gonna do next episode. I'm not gonna like call it here, but like, is it still gonna be just boring? At the very least, I only need to do one race of each. So I have to do like one Supercross, one Rallycross, the 2 Nationals freestyle, and a circuit. Like, I don't need to do 4 races of each. I just need to do 1 and then the point-to-point. And the point-to-points I remember being fun. Now, if the point-to-point's boring, like if I realize that I was completely wrong and the point-to-point's boring, then that is absolutely gonna be the final nail in the coffin for this series. Like, they're like staying close, but that I did also screw up a bunch and crash. I don't have any rivals yet, so maybe once I hit Africa and I have like, since that's the 3rd one, so that'll be after 2 races, I'll have rivals by then. Like, maybe it'll be more interesting then as well. But again, if I can. No, but again, if the point-to-point races are boring, then I don't really want to continue it. Because the point-to-point races being exciting is like one of the only things that's making me be like, I can just do like 3 races in each and then the point-to-point and it'd be fine. I don't need to do all 6 races, but if that's boring, then there's literally nothing but the story cutscenes to keep me playing this game, and I don't know if I'm that invested in the story. Sweet. Finished 4.5 seconds ahead. I didn't even have the best lap and still finished 4.5 seconds ahead in a pro race. Why is the AI so trash in this? What? Like, I don't know. Did I accidentally change like a difficulty option? Is there a difficulty option? Criminals, Ghost, Jukebox? No, there's nothing. There's profile, but that's just, oh, I can cheat. Yeah, because that's what I need. Why would I need to cheat? There's no challenge. There's... Oh my god. It sucks because the actual, like, racing and driving is fun. It's just... It's the same reason why I was so reluctant to cheat in Midnight Club 2, because, like, the challenge does make it fun, Obviously, there's that point where Midnight Club 2 hit where it's like way too challenging on the default difficulty. So, yeah, next episode. First of all, next episode we'll actually see a cutscene. Second of all, we'll see the first point-to-point race. Third of all, we'll decide whether or not this series is going to continue. Okay. Alright, so... Anyway... Thanks... what's my outro? I'm gonna end this episode here, so thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.